wanna know what she said. She might just change your life.
And we are back in studio, and joining us is Linda Murphy. She is a co-founder at Clarity MedSpa and Laser Center, which is a medical aesthetic service. And we are going to talk to you about something you told us about, which is hangover face. I'm sure I've had one, but what exactly is it, Linda?
Well, hangover face is an all-encompassing expression for waking up in the morning and your skin doesn't look exactly its best. And I will say that this morning I woke up with hangover face, but it wasn't with alcohol. And
Well, what was it?
I had a client come into our clinic yesterday, very sweet, and she brought me a box of these les petits macarons.
Yum.
And they were all very colorful, and I ate many, many, many colors of these little macarons yesterday. And the nightmares weren't great, probably because of the sugar, which can affect your skin, by the way. But I woke up this morning, and I actually noticed I am living proof of hangover face. My eyes, I could see it immediately under my eyes. I get the circles, I could see this wrinkling.
Wrinkling?
Wrinkling.
So hangover face is dark circles?
Hangover face for some people is full on you're hungover. For others, it will be you might lose you might see some wrinkling, some sand wash wrinkles in the sides of your cheeks. For me this morning,
Hang on, you have all these exotic names for wrinkles. What is a sand wash wrinkle?
Sand wrinkles. So imagine a firm beach. And the waves have got, solid sand, not with the water. And you see these fine sand, like ripples on the sand, like ripples in the sand. And as we age, or as we are dehydrated, or if we've had too much sun, which can also be sun hangover face, I've had too much sun, and my face is hungover. So the sand wrinkles, that's what I wake up with sometimes on the sides.
So does the hangover face from alcohol look the same as the hangover face from too much sugar?
Well, depends on how much alcohol you had, and you might see things differently the next morning. For everybody, it boils down to, in all seriousness, it boils down to for the most part, is dehydration. Usually when we're out eating too much sugar, too many refined sugars, alcohol, we're not drinking enough. If we have hangover face from no sleep, which can still be the same effect, in the end you still get the darkening. For some people you'll get the darkening around the eyes. Hangover face can just be, you haven't had enough sleep or you're stressed. So the outcome is the same when we look at our skin. It's just how did we get there? Some it was alcohol, some it was food, some it's stress, some it's not enough sleep.
But it's amazing that you're talking about the fact that you ate some macarons yesterday and you woke up in the morning. I mean, it's that quick?
Yes.
The effects
For me,
are that quick?
Yes. If you speak to, if you work with an alternative practitioner like naturopath or a homeopathic practitioner, I go, I check with this one gal and she'll talk about hangover face and she'll say it's the sugar, but it's compounded by poor gut health, which is a whole other episode for you. But you can start correcting this by correcting your gut health the next day, which really boils down to eating well. So once you've crossed the line and you've done some slightly abusive behavior, and it's usually through consumption, mostly it's consumption of food or alcohol, then you take the steps the next day to correct it, and you start behaving and making better lifestyle choices.
So what would that entail? Drinking lots of water?
Lots and lots of water. So I had a fair bit of sugar yesterday. And it was too late. It was consumed. I went to bed and I just started knocking the water back. This morning, the first thing is I knocked the water back. Today, I am going to be good. I can't do 2 days, 3 days of consuming, whether it's sugar or alcohol, and without paying the price. So now I just roll back, say today's a break. We talk about little breaks that we take in our diet. Today I'm going to be well behaved because I've got more holidays coming. I use a great eye cream. we can talk about eye creams that can boost, home remedies. I didn't do it today. I'll see how the day progresses because it was an early start. But if I have time, I've actually done tea bags. I'll take herbal tea, I'll make little tea bags, I'll cool them, and the compresses, for me,
Under
it
the
makes
eyes?
a difference. Yeah, you look ridiculous. You've got tea bags on your eyes. You look bagged the next day because you're
Same
tea
thing as
bagged.
cucumber, right?
Yeah,
Something cool
yeah,
or a
anything
cucumber
that's cool and
that does it.
refreshing.
But what about, I think we were talking on another show that somebody's best cure for a hangover is Pedialyte.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you like that one?
Oh, that's a great one.
Mhm.
So the Pedialyte, well, it's a great cure, not even for hangover face. It's just great cure for hangover, period. So same thing. I defer to my homeopathic and my naturopathic experts in my life because life requires a pit crew to stay looking good day to day. And Pedialyte, half of the bottle before you go to bed and half of a dosage when you wake up in the morning. Big difference.
Because it's
Yeah.
hydrating.
It's it's the electrolytes
So, Linda,
and still flushing lots and lots of water.
For people who have a very busy social schedule, and for this particular month, they're going right into New Year's.
Yes.
But they've got sort of something almost every day, whether it's a lunch or a party in the evening or a dinner or almost every day.
Yes.
What can they do without being a complete party pooper? I mean, you can't walk in and say, no, I'm not drinking, I'm not eating anything, I'm just here to say hi, and then I've got to go home and drink Pedialyte.
How did you get invited? You made the party pooper list.
No. Without doing that.
Yes.
How can you sort of minimize hangover face?
Well, I
Even-
think the first thing is to, everything is in moderation. You're going to relax. You're going to find some little moments for yourself. We find that at our clinic, people find little moments for themselves simply by lying on a treatment table. So whether it's my treatment table, whether it's you've gone to see your massage therapist, you've gone to do some yoga, just finding that time to relax. When people are on our treatment table, we will do things like, they will present. They'll lie down and they look tired. So we might do things like WishPro. And WishPro is a treatment system that includes lymphatic drainage. So if you can't get to me, and no matter where you are in North America, if you can go for a great facial where someone's got great hands and can do some good lymph drainage in and around the eye area, moving the stagnant, fluids in the face, you do brighten up. The eyes will forgive you, and you'll feel like $1 million. So just having someone's hands on you can begin to help you feel better with being stressed and /hungover. But I want to iterate, make it clear that it's not always about sugar. Sometimes or alcohol. It can just be we're hungover because we've done too much of not good things for ourselves.
We are talking with Linda Murphy, who is a co-founder at Clarity MedSpa and Laser Center. That's in Toronto, but she's giving us tips and brand names of things that you can do all over North America. You did a WishPro facial on both Christine and me. It was it was almost like having a coffee pod put in there. There are different pods for different things. It was very neat. Tell us about what that does.
WishPro is new to North America. It's for the listeners that aren't here, that can't see, normally I would show you this little device that looks very much like a Clarisonic. And it uses iontophoresis, which is it's using magnetic fields to separate the skin cells. And when the skin cells are separated, while we're moving that device over your face, at the same time, calming serums, are infused in between the cells. So if you can imagine the mortar between the bricks, rather than just having healing serums and calming serums and hydrating serums and collagen or hyaluronic acid sitting on top of the surface, we're able to get it to penetrate in between the cells because of this magnetic field pulling the cells apart. So with that, we also have a microcurrent, which can stimulate muscle stimulation, muscle contractions, or we can use another little head, working with the same serum that we've chosen for your skin to do lymphatic drainage. So it's 15 minutes of sustained lymph tapping all over the face, usually with a heavy concentration around the eyes, because that's where you'll have poor circulation. So when you deal with poor circulation, you're dealing with better, the dark circles will begin to dissipate. It can improve the dark circles, and it can improve the puffiness. So,
It's interesting because I've always, as I understand it, the skin is an excretor. It's the organ that excretes. So I've always wondered how, when we're putting stuff in, how far down it's actually going. But you're saying that a lot of it does just sit on the top of the skin.
It does sit on the surface. And a lot of, there are so many, there are a bazillion products on the market.
No kidding.
And it's hard to choose, and there are a lot of great products on the market, and the best products on the market are the ones that are well suited for you. So, and not everybody responds to the same treatment the same way, because they don't present the same way from the beginning. So I always say, take your time, don't get discouraged, and find the products that work best for you. It requires a little sleuthing sometimes. Your friends might say, oh, I've got this new product and you've got to try it, and you'll try it, and it's just not for you, and it might even be bad for you. So just find products that are great for you, be patient, do some research. The internet's amazing for that. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's amazing, it can send you down a horrible rabbit trail with lots of potions and things that don't have science behind them. But at our clinic, at Clarity, what we do is we focus on things that are science-based. We work with technology, we work with medically based technology, so we tend to run the same way with the skincare that we carry. Mm-hmm. So.
And you're going to come in on a regular basis and tell us about...
If you'll have me
yes,
back.
We'll be back. And tell us about things that we can, new things, new products, things that different do. Because you said there's so much out there that you get confused and you don't know, who you can trust and who you can't.
And there's so much new that's coming on the market that because now we're in an era of people don't want surgery. Mm-hmm. They want something else, but they want to look refreshed. Mm-hmm. They want to look the best them that they can be, and it is a matter of new things that we don't know about.
New is great, and it's interesting that you say new, because someone will say to me, "Oh, you're recommending this when you recommended this before, and is it because you recommended the wrong thing in the past?" And it's just that there's something new and something better on the market, and. I always go back to the expression of someone built a better mousetrap. Someone formulated a better eye cream. Someone created a better device. Someone took the same device and just tweaked it a little bit. As we talk about the skin and little things that you can do, and we want to talk about product, I will say my new favorite eye cream is an eye cream, if I can talk about it, is by Neocutis, and it's called Lumiere. And it uses processed skin proteins, and it's based on, again, this is what we go back to, a lot of science. Its origins are with wound healing and burns. So when they were working on the research, and this all took place in Switzerland, if they were able to heal and get burns, able to have burns and leg wounds heal better, could they do the same for skin to help it heal better? Because we're always being injured. The environment's aggressive, and we always have these little micro injuries every day. Whether we're being injured or we're injuring ourselves. The Lumiere is a fantastic eye cream, and it's not just me. It won the InStyle Beauty Award product, so people like that.
We have to leave it there for today, but yes, we're definitely coming back. Ms. Linda Murphy. If you want to check out the website claritymedspa.ca, there's lots of interesting information about different things on there. And have a happy holidays. We won't see you until January.
Happy holidays to both of you and all your listeners.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.